Hey, what's going on? Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. What's going on, good people? This your man Alpheus right here doing Increase Live. And I just wanted to share a quick, like conversation, have a quick conversation with you guys. Um, as I was just, doing some cleaning up. I got my kids here, especially because school doesn't start for them until next week. So we're like, all right, well, I got a little bit of time with them. But I still promised that I would make sure that I upload a video um, every Monday and Friday. And so while I'm cleaning up, the thought just hit me that we a lot of times live our lives seeking validation from people who are just trying to live their life. And one of the things that is so amazing about life is that life has a way of bringing people into your life as well as people pulling people out of your life. And when you're looking for validation, it's not so much that you're looking for people to pat you on the back and say they're proud of you, but you're really looking for them to say it's okay to be, right? You're looking for them to say it's okay to be who you are, to think how you think, to be however you want to be. And I just want to share with you that a lot of times people can't give that. They can't give you what you think you need. And that is that validation. That is that approval. That is that pat on the back. That is that direction that sometimes we so desperately want. Our validation has to come from within, and it has to come from a higher source. And whatever you may believe, I believe in Jesus Christ. So I believe that He gives me that. And so a lot of times, and I notice even within my own life, live, in the past and in sometimes even currently, I look at that and I go, man, I wish they would have said, I'm proud of you, or I'm looking for someone to say that what I've created is okay and that they like it. When the truth of the matter is, as long as I like it, and as far as me putting forth, whatever effort I do, if I didn't put myself out there into the atmosphere of this is my creation, then and I just did it half-heartedly, then I can expect what I expect. But when you do a thing and when you put it out there, make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. And so you don't have to look around and go, well, does anybody like it? Or put it out there and go, I hope, people will buy my product or whatever. But it's truly just going off of, you know what, I'm gonna put it out there and the right people will like it because I like it. And in our validation, when we seek it, we're also watering ourselves down because you're comparing yourself to another person. You're comparing yourself to a situation. You're even comparing yourself to your past. And that in and of itself washes away who you truly are. Like, I don't know who I'm talking to today, and I hope that whoever watches this, that it reaches your ears and that you're able to gain some kind of information or just even some sense of relief. Maybe even get your life back. Sometimes when we go through like a bad breakup, a divorce, you spend so much time trying to rediscover yourself, but you also compartmentalize and begin to subjugate yourself to like this small area. And you stop going out like you used to, and you stop eating at the places and stop visiting. You don't want to travel. Sometimes because you're trying to get your bearings together, but other times it's because you're avoiding. But in your avoidance, you're still seeking for someone to help soothe and to um just say, hey, I'm here. YouTube, Instagram. One of the things that we have to do as individuals is to look at yourself and say that I am enough. And that even if I'm not a whole picture, or I may right now just be enough to fill a thimble, but whatever I am at this moment, I am going to be that. And I'm going to stand and be proud of who I am and where I am right now, because you can't go in the past and change it. You can't move forward and get into your future and do any kind of difference or make any kind of changes. But one of the things you want to do is enjoy your moment. Every day you validate yourself by saying, you know what, I'm going to make my bed up today. Today, I'm going to live my life. Today, I'm going to make a decision that makes me happy. Today, I'm going to move forward on the plans that I have for my life. Today, I'm going to start that business, or today, I'm going to enjoy the friendships, the relationships that I'm in. Today, I'm not even going to think about being negative because I'm so busy validating who I am and what I'm doing that I no longer seek to um, be acceptable, or even I'm not even going to go out and try to look for someone to say that they are proud of me, that they are approving of me. And, it's one of those things where you find yourself looking back over your life and go, it wasn't the regret, it was the fact that I was so busy looking for someone to validate me, to pat me on the back, to say, hey, it's okay to be who you are. It's I'm good at whatever that, and recognize your gifts and talents that you didn't even recognize it. When you find yourself around people who are creative, they just attract other creative people. When you are who you are, you attract your tribe comes to you. But you have to go through that season wherein you're walking this walk alone. And sometimes we don't want to be okay with walking that walk alone. Sometimes we want to be in the company of people, and we want people to like us, and we want people to come in and help bear the brunt of the load. But this life isn't like that. And sometimes you just really have to just work it out, and just begin to move and watch how things just begin to happen. you know in our seeking of validation, it also tapers into our own personality, and you find yourself just going to and fro, like you're everywhere but nowhere. You're trying to appease this person, and you start being not only a people pleaser, but you find yourself just being so convoluted, even in your mind, that you don't even know who you are or what you even desire. And so we find ourselves truly just looking for someone to give you an answer, when if you just sit still and begin to just pay attention to what you're doing, and pay attention to what has always been going on around you, more so than the negativity, you'll begin to really enjoy life. You'll begin to really enjoy the people that's around you. Today is Friday. We're getting ready to go into Labor Day weekend, and people around this country will begin to center themselves around individuals who possibly don't like them, possibly don't care too much for what they do in life, or whatever. And the funny thing about all of that is that even when you are in that space, right? Um even when you put yourself into those predicaments, be astute enough, or be solid enough within yourself, that you come in validating yourself, that you come in and you're really there genuinely to enjoy and have a good time. Because as you go out, to being around people, you'll find yourself going, man, I really didn't enjoy myself. I could have just stayed at home. And if you would have just did what you needed to do, and really just enjoyed yourself, whether people liked you or not, you would have just enjoyed the vibe. You would have enjoyed the moment. You would have enjoyed just the atmosphere and the people that were there. Right now, we're living in a time where the trend, where whether we want to acknowledge it or not, is very shallow relationships. People are just connected to people just to be connected to it. People go places just so that they can say I was there, but they really had no desire to be there. And so, one of the things that you want to do is that wherever you go and whatever you do, that you like it, and that you have the best time that you can, and that you're able to be authentic in what you're doing and be authentic in who you are. As you begin to work, your work will begin to validate who you are. Your work ethic will begin to validate who you are. Your relationships will begin to speak. It's a part of your relationship, and it's a part of your um not only a relationship, but it becomes a part of who you are, your reputation. That's what I was thinking. It becomes a part of your reputation, and that is so ironic that your reputation is so engulfed in so many things, and we have the ability to make it or break it. Not really other people, because you can outlive a lie, you can outwork a lie, but when it is the truth that's being spoken, that's something that you can't outlive and you can't outrun. So when you're seeking the validation and you're seeking your favorite person, you also find yourself losing yourself in the persons that you're connected to, your relationships, your marriage, whomever. And even though that initially sounds great, to lose yourself within that person and really enjoy them and love on them and all of that, before long you'll find that their love or their attention that they give you is not enough. Because as you seek validation, the more people try to validate you, the more you'll realize that it wasn't enough. That them saying to you I love you, that them trying to um fulfill your love language is not going to be enough, because there's something innately in you that says I'm not enough, that I'm not worth it, that I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so maybe I was born, I should have been born in a different decade, or maybe I'm too gifted for them, or maybe I'm not smart enough, or I don't look good enough. So you're always doing these comparisons and these self-evaluations about yourself based off of the little small tidbits that you know about yourself. Because you can live this life for X amount of years and still really don't know who you are, don't know why you like what you like, because you're so busy trying to find someone to kind of like just put this giant blanket on you, wrestle you to the floor and go, I'm not going anywhere. I love you. This, that, and the third, and like just really um keep you to a place where you can't move. You're immobile. But that's something that can be worked out not only through therapy but also through meditation and prayer. Just really getting to yourself and really finding out, why is it that I seek these things from people? Because we can become overwhelming to our friends and our family and our marriages and in every aspect. You see that even with people who try to work through everything. And it's like every time you see them, they're all you hear from them, they're always at work. Everything that happens, they're always, busy, because it's like they're running from something. They're trying to escape from something instead of just sitting down and really going, what is it that I'm avoiding? What is it that I'm missing about me, that I'm engulfing myself in so much? I'm so busy that I'm not productive, that I'm running in a direction, but I don't know where I'm going, that I'm moving and I'm doing something, but really and truly, it's not a passion of mine. It's not a purpose. It is really just I'm running from me. And so, if I could just help someone today with just looking at themselves and going, I need to really stop looking for validation from people and really begin to sit back and go, I am enough. I am worth the weight. I'm worth the love. I'm worth everything that my mind sometimes tell me I'm not. That I deserve to be happy, and I'm going to be happy, and I deserve joy, and I'm going to be joyous, and in all of those things. And it's not in the things, the trinkets that I have earthly, but it's found within myself. It's within what I say to myself in my mind and in my heart. Because when everyone leaves and go home, when you leave the party, the club, whatever, when you walk out of your church and the musicians aren't there, the preacher isn't there, your favorite people aren't there around you, that you still got to deal with you. You still got to look in the mirror and be okay with who you are and understand who you are and where you are in life. And so a lot of times our anxieties and our depression comes from either staying stuck in one place or trying to run to get to the next place, but because you're trying to avoid the place that you're in. So I would rather run backwards to possibly what I felt like or I think was the best time of my life, or you're trying to rush and get to the future, to a place that you haven't received yet or gotten to yet, hoping that it will get better, when you have the present right now to fix and to create and to do all of those things right there. And no matter what, That's powerful all by itself. That you have that ability to create the world and the life that you want to live. And it's going to take time. Nothing happens overnight. But as you continue to work on yourself to be a better person and to enjoy the things that you do have, you'll find yourself complaining less. Stop seeking people to um just pat you, to tell you, hey, this is good and that you should continue to go forward. You'll stop looking for motivation because you found your discipline. And once you found your discipline, that thing that you keep doing no matter what, no matter who you're around, you are in there and you're going to have such a greater and a more fulfilling life. So I hope that this was, helpful to you. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Shout out to everyone whose children are going back to school and those who kids are already gone back. I want to share something with you. September the 15th, at 7 p.m. I'm going to be doing a Zoom wherein I'm helping individuals start a business, giving them all of the game, the information needed so that they can stop being illegal in their side hustle, but make sure everything is within the parameters and with, all right with the government. And so if you would like to join me, just comment in the comment section business, and I definitely will reach out to you and send you all of the information that is needed. And so that again, that's happening on September the 15th at 7 p.m. So you guys have again an amazing weekend, and thank you for rocking with me right here on Increase.